And we're back in Microsoft Flight Sim 2020. We're just going to do various landing challenges, some of the ones that I haven't done before or recorded. And this is in a Beechcraft Bonanza, starting at airborne 3,000 feet and flying into Heli. It's a landing challenge, and here we go. And you can, while it loads up, it does take a minute or two. You can see I'm going to have a 9-knot right to left crosswind. I'm going to start out around 100 knots, going to land around 80, and that's about it. You just got to look at the terrain and see roughly the landmarks, and we are off. First thing I do, go up just a little bit, tilt down, bring it outside. You can see it's going to be over here somewhere. So I will keep it like that. I believe that's it. I'm going to slow down. Falling back. And I'm going to put 1 notch flaps. I don't want to damage them. And I'll lower the gear. I don't want to get too slow. Just stalling. Go up a little higher. And I do believe that's it over here. Well, that's pretty good. Got to be able to see. Starting to turn, I got to make fairly sharp. Right here. But I don't want to drop off too much airspeed. And when you do turn, you will throttle up a bit. See, I'm at 2,500 feet, no elevation on the runway is. And now we're going to start with slowing down. Slowing down a little more. Another notch flaps. Definitely dropping down, but pretty good scenery, I will say. And I'm around 90. I'm going to get much lower than that. But that's the thing, if you're coming too slow and then you get too low, it's very hard to correct. So you want to maintain the proper glide slope, and then you can't always come in a little faster, and when you've come in around 90, it will drop off. as I cushion the runway and flare. I'm looking for that blue dot. There it is. It's pretty good. Don't know where that. Speed up a little bit. There it is. Okay. Now we're just going to slowly come down. And flare, flare, flare. Oh. Not bad. A little hard. Yeah. And it flaps up. Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe a B or C. B, that's not bad. Let's go back in. Back to landing challenges. Like I said, you could go to the epic ones. You can do this all day long. It's Peril, I did that yesterday. Saba's a tough one. And, oh, Honduras, I haven't. I don't know what happened here. Why I didn't solve it before, but you can see, it's got a really strong 14 knot crosswind. So I'm going to go out 140 or 150, tight left-hander. I can see that lake out there, and land. Like I said, you have to really analyze these landmarks. Yeah, take a look at the runway. Okay. Not just ahead. There we go. It looks like it's configured. Oh yeah, I do want to and turn off the auto throttle because that will. You can see 160, and I do want to be around 140. I'm going to zoom in a bit. I'm having a look. I don't see the runway. Don't know where it is. Oh, maybe. What's up there, maybe? Oh, yeah. Oh. Yeah, this is kind of a tight. Wow. I can't believe how tight that turn is.
1,000.
Let's try luck a bit.
500.
Wow.
Super speed.
Wow.
400.
I don't know why it has this flight path in the
300.
like literally I can feel the turbulence.
100.
Let's try to
60,
level
50,
up. Whoa, whoa,
40,
whoa,
30,
whoa,
20.
whoa.
Retard.
Retard. Uh-oh, this is not good. I should have gone a little. Wow, finally on the ground. That was a sort of a crappy approach. I didn't realize, like, I can't believe it sets you up so bad. You gotta see, I didn't like that one, but let's go back in. Let's do strong wind. I want to do fairly actually that's a good one here. Innsbruck 747, pretty much a straight fly in. Should be able to get a stabilized approach, and you got to remember I'm way up in the air, so I got to be wary that I got to lower myself down in the camera view and then maybe back a bit, because I got to remember that the wheels are a lot further below. You can see it's going to be actually a 25 knot right to left and directly and kind of towards me wind. It's a little bit of a crosswind. 25 knots is pretty extreme, so I do want to keep the airspeed up a little higher than normal. Okay, here we go. Yeah, let's zoom out a bit. Okay. There we go. Seems pretty steady. Make sure I got auto throttle off. Okay, we want to put flaps and gear down.
Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear.
And I do have it configured pretty good as far as the inputs of my flight stick. And I can see we have a warning at off. And 150 is my airspeed. I do want to be around 150 coming in. Let's spool up a bit in case I have to do a go around. So you want to have that power on demand, which, yeah, this is a big aircraft. Like I said, the wind's coming from the right ahead, so I do want to, yeah, I can feel it pushing, so I want to keep aim a little right with the wind, a little rudder, 150. Wow, I can feel it pushing. Might be a little high, but it is, you can feel the crosswind. I am coming in a little too steep, so just slowly top. Okay. There we go. Add reverse thruster. Wasn't a bad landing. Wasn't bad at all. See what I got on my score. That's the thing, it's sometimes you think it's better than it is. And let's see, that's not bad. Let's go back to the famous ones. Paris one's pretty cool. New York, Calgary. Well, I got an A though one time. That was when I wasn't really trying. Let's try Rio. You can see I can be coming off the water. That's where I'm going to land. Let's fly. Okay, you can see Huh, this is real. Almost looks like that split. Well, I guess it must be. I don't remember there being that many islands. Huh. Well, we'll let it load up. But anyways, look at the it's only a 4 knot kind of a head crosswind. I do want to turn off throttled, everything's on. And I was kind of getting over speed. And there we go. We're nice stable approach. 170, so I do want to get down to 140-ish, but if you get too low, you can stall, especially coming in for a flare. That's pretty good though. See, I'm a little high right there, but I will adjust. Yeah, a little 150, so I'll spool up a bit. I'm going to try to line the runway up just so that little pillar to the right of the horizon, artificial horizon.
Overspeed.
Oh, it says overspeed. So it is hard to hear the spooling from outside. It's a little better. Throttle down to slow down, but like I said, it will drop out of the sky really quickly.
1,000.
Yeah, so 160 is a good amount to come in, and then yeah, I think they glide. So we can see 3 or 4 whites. I want to be 2 white, 2 red on those lights beside the runway. Not all runways have them, so sometimes you have to just kind of visually do the glide slope, overlay your instruments.
500.
500. Okay, we're throttling up a bit.
400.
Throttle, pull back. Still coming down.
300.
Throttle down a bit. I am coming in fast. It says I'm low, but I am kind of coming fast, so I don't want to float too much. So I'm coming in, just starting to retard.
100.
Retard.
60, 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard.
Retard. That wasn't a bad landing. I don't know if it bounced. Left. Rear thrusters on. Holding the brake full, and let's see what we got. Oh, B. Pretty good. That's the whole key. You got to get yourself into a that one I haven't. This is a tough one. This Notre Dame. Yeah, it's like very difficult. See with this one. Let's try this one again. I mean, I can never find this one. And then when I landed, yeah, it's so weird. It's got a 10 crosswind. Yeah. Just trying to look at the sports field, and then it's left a bit. Looking at all the markings and the houses. Trying to get a good awareness. So when I'm coming in, I can never find this one. It's so hard. We'll see. And this aircraft is not. You see right there. No idea. I do want to keep the airspeed up. Where is this? Cannot see it. Just do it in a slow maybe. Wow. Oh, there it is. Wow. It's so hard to find. Wow. Maybe I'll do it. Over this tree. And so it's atop. Oh, there was a. Oh my. Let's restart it. Yeah, that is so strange. So I do have to come out further. Yes, you can see it there. Just yeah, somewhere over the left. Definitely got it tonight. Then go left, and we should see it. Yeah, very difficult to see this one. Maybe I'll just rely on brakes. there it is. Wow, it's so weird, so hard to see. Okay, it just all blends in, and it's just a little grass. Almost. Almost. Is he gonna give it to me? Yes. Wow, that was hard. That was. Let's do one more epic one. Let's do. Did that one already. Yeah, let's do this one. This is coming in Airbus 320 Neo. Coming in, starting at 2,000 feet, coming into Madeira, Portugal, I believe. So 25 knot left to right and headwind. And wow. Just turning off the auto throttles. I didn't realize this was. Yeah, you can see it over in the distance. I didn't realize it was so dark. Sure, I got my. Oh no, nothing's down. I better flaps and gear. That's pretty good. See throttle. Yeah, once you got to make sure you hit the throttle to get control after you turn off the auto throttle. It is really, I can feel the wind. It is fluctuating. I do want to go just up a bit. There we go. Yeah. Now they do have some procedures where you gotta fly over water so you don't disrupt the lives below in case of a crash. I think it's a little left to right, 25 knots. Now, 1 second, I'm coming a little hot.
1,000.
But from my experience, especially with the strong winds, you gotta come in a little fast. Just spooling up a bit, only because if you get too slow, that wind will throw you all around. Saying overspeed. So now I got a good steep angle. Get to the proper glide slope. It does appear to be stable. Relatively. Overspeed.
500.
Come on. I know it drops off really suddenly.
300. 200. 100. 60. 50.
Oh, there it is right there.
40. 30. 20. Retard.
Retard. Wow, I didn't even see. I thought it was further down because it blended in right with the airport or the asphalt. So that was not a good maneuver. I gotta see. I mean, let's go back to famous ones. To Uganda. I did well, this one here. Okay, I think I had trouble finding this one. It's an asphalt runway. 1900. Okay, I gotta really. I think I didn't find this one. Oh, I landed on grass. Yeah, I can see it. So I'm going to go to the end. It's going to have a 4 crosswind, be around 70. Okay, I can see it, I think. I just have a hard time finding it. So I got to get over that water, stay to the right of it, then curl in. And it's 1,000 feet above. Should be good. Yeah, it shows that it should be going in over there. Yeah, around 80 feet, so I gotta keep some altitude up. Because it's only 1,000 feet. I'm 600 feet above the runway. Oh, I see it. I can see it. Yeah. So I think I was lowering down too much and I was landing on grass. It's actually back behind where I was landing before. It is cool. I'm not going to lower the flaps anymore because it is fairly turbulent. And I can get down to 80 just by reducing the throttle. I want to keep a little throttle on, and then just probably when I'm like, you know, so I'm doing 110. Start throttling down a bit.
500.
500. It's a little turbulent. Like I said, you drop off throttle too much, it will throw you around, especially if it's throwing you around right now. So I want to come in fairly fast and throttle off a bit now, and float her down now. Retard. And brakes, full brakes. I may have been going a little too fast, so I may go a little too far long. It does appear that. I don't know, if I get anywhere a C or a B, that's good. Wow. I barely stopped. Not good. I don't know why. Oh, maybe because I need the flaps to slow. I get an A? That's strange. Why did I get an A? What? I'm pretty close to the top. Wow. Huh. Yeah, that's strange. Huh. I'll take it. Let's go back to Epic. Yeah, let's do this one last one. This is a military coming in to Miramar in a F-18 Super Hornet. Yeah, I'm just doing still doing some audio and graphic testing, just trying to load it up, make sure I don't get any stutters, because sometimes the more you use it, it'll kind of deplete your cache memory, which is not a good thing. And I gotta go shovel the driveway. I got 3 feet of snow. And go do some shopping too. Grocery shopping. For us and Scooby. Okay, this is the last one. Oh. And in just a little bit. Go a little fast. Oh, I can see the off the left. It does become a little unstable. This aircraft when it gets slow. Yes, I am going a little fast. A little turbulent. I think there's some sort of auto throttle on this or something. The flaps don't correspond. They do go down, but let's see if we can. Let's throttle up just a little bit to stabilize it. Yeah, it is a little twitchy. I'm not sure why. Okay, let's throttle down. Oh, you can see it. Oh, that definitely throttling off. I'm getting like 200. Weird. I think it would have touched down earlier or slowed down because I was throttling right off. I don't know if there's like an auto throttle on this aircraft or what. Yeah, if I get anywhere, I mean, I think that was a C maybe, but if it was an E, I was happy. Ah, C, yeah. Let's go. Main menu. Let's do one more. We're gonna do, and these don't always work. I'm gonna go to the old. You got landing challenges. You got bush trips, which are long. You got Reno Maverick. That's the aircraft area. I did that. Actually, no, I didn't do that the other day. Got these 40th anniversary ones. San Juan. Let's try the. This is almost impossible. This is a. Yeah, you can see the path. I got to come out, left, then left, and it's like zero visibility. Let's see. Wow, 66 nautical mile winds at 14. It doesn't even show me the angle.
Hello, Captain.
Of the wind.
You are approximately 20 miles northwest of Chunky Airport. Cleared for the ILS runway 2 center approach. Frequency 108.30. OBS 023. Descend and intercept the ILS.
Do not know why this.
Well, this should be interesting. It's monsoon season here in Singapore, and we're descending into the thick of it. I think we're about to get a real show. Landmark 1123, heavy, descend and maintain 10,000. Down to 10,000 landmark, 1123 heavy. Okay, we're cleared down to 10,000. Set flaps 5.
Cleared to 10,000. Well, I do want to stay to the right. 205 is my headings. I do not even know where my aircraft is. Remember, we're going down. Yes, this is kind of hard, but we're supposed to go down to, I don't know why it doesn't show up on the map. And if I hit place on, oh, there it is. It's still.
Landmark 1123 heavy, turn left heading 190. Left to 190. Landmark 1123 heavy. Fly heading 190.
Yeah, normally I would keep the autopilot on, but I'm going to fly this. Manually. I know I got to get down to 10,000. And you can see I'm at 290. Like I said, if I put down too much, if I come in too fast and lower gear and stuff, this throttle must be on. Definitely it's on. Just turned off. Hopefully. Okay, I'm still kinda.
Landmark 1123 heavy, turn left heading 083. Left to 083. Landmark 1123 heavy. Okay, fly heading 083.
Yeah, I got no throttle control. So weird.
Landmark 1123 heavy, descend and maintain 6,000. Down to 6,000. Landmark 1123 heavy. Down we go. Take us to 6,000. Landmark 1123 heavy, reduce speed to 210 knots. Back to 210 for landmark 1123 heavy. Slow to 210 knots. Use the spoilers if necessary.
I don't know why it's. Yes, I do not know. My throttle is stuck. Put gear now.
We're off course to the right. Correct left.
Landing here. Landing here. Landing here.
Yeah, it's not.
Landing here.
I have no.
Landing here.
Oh wow.
Landing here. Landing here.
Wow.
Landing here. Landing
I
here.
got no
Landing here.
throttle.
Landing here. Landing here. Landing here. Landing here.
In
Landing
a
here.
sudden.
Landing here. Landing here. Landing here. Landing here. Landing here. Landing here. Landing here.
We're way off course now.
Landing here. Landing here. Landing here. Landing here. Landing here.
Set flaps 10.
Landing here. Landing here. Landing here. Landing here. Landing here. Landing here. Landing here.
Set flaps 20.
Landing here.
I don't know
Landing
why.
here. Landing here.
Oh,
Landing
there
here.
goes some gear, but I got no throttle control.
Landing here. Landing here. Landing here. Landing here. Landing here. Landing here.
Oh wow.
Landing here.
We will still attempt it. Yeah, now this is an old challenge from Flight Simulator X, so I imagine maybe that's why it doesn't always work. It's Flight Simulator 2020. It's going to be hard to land something with no throttle. Unless it's an auto throttle. So I do appear to have it all on.
$1,000 to go.
Definitely have no throttle. Yeah, it's pretty strange.
Set flaps 30.
I think I got full flaps. Make sure it's on auto throttle. Oh, you can see the water. Okay, I can kind of see where I'm going now. Could be fine. I'll find it.
1,000 to go.
Up a bit.
Retract the speed brake if extended.
Yeah, I have no throttle control, so I'm probably gonna end up crashing. Unless auto throttle is working. Yes, it does not look good. Throttle is not working. No throttle. Yeah, it's impossible. It's impossible. I'm at 40%. I'm not sure why. Stuck on 40. Why my throttles are not working. Or my flaps. Does appear to be stalling. Cannot work, so I think we'll wrap it there. Definitely remember, do not try that one there. But we're going to wrap it up. So that is it. Duke out.